What I find a lot of folks in the industry, they're good technicians and they're great at they're great at running acquisition teams through note pools. They're really good at asset management with doing homeowner workouts and other phases of the industry, but they fall short from the sourcing perspective.
What's the number one secret to investing in performing notes?
Yes, to treat investing in notes not as a novice would, but treat it as a business where you have total immersion, and you're building systems around each phase of mortgage note investing, which I would consider these four phases: acquisition, which is a sourcing phase; due diligence; asset management; and portfolio management. So really, just having your having capabilities in each one of those phases to go out and buy notes with.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I've heard a saying that we don't rise to the level of our goals; we actually fall to the level of our systems, right? So we might have these big aspirations for something, but if we're not treating it like a business and running it like in a system, there's these certain laws of business, if you will, that it's not going to go to our aspirations. So just talk about how you've been able to build your systems in a way that makes it efficient, makes it effective for yourself, for the note holder, and for the groups that you're working with.
Sure, sure, and especially kind of working towards scalability, which everyone's always longing for. It takes systems, especially in the sourcing phase of things. What I find a lot of folks in the industry, they're good technicians and they're great at they're great at running acquisition teams through note pools. They're really good at asset management with doing homeowner workouts and other phases of the industry, but they fall short from the sourcing perspective because they don't have proper systems in place by which they are, on a daily basis sourcing new deal flow from note sellers that are in the industry.
What's the number one way you found to source new deal flow?
First, start with focusing on one's identity. So you really know how you need to operate in the space, what your buying parameters are, what your limitations are financially, what your resources are at your disposal, what you need to outsource, that kind of thing, and then move that into marketing and branding so that your marketing represents who you are in the industry and what you're looking to accomplish. And then from there, you can go into a CRM system, building an outreach matrix by which you're going to be forming daily rituals of outreach to note sellers.
Got it. So it's really qualifying who you are and what you stand for, and also what your company's providing as a service, but as well as qualifying what is it that you're looking for. And so would you talk about a little bit of the difference of how you guys are, or what kind of loans that you're looking for, and how maybe an investor can get connected with you, and kind of the framework of what you guys are going through to make sure these deals are good performing notes?
Yeah, absolutely. Staying in our lane, I'd say first and foremost is what's critical. You look at so many funds in the industry, in the especially alternative investment industry, and they have 10 pillars. They do it all, and multifamily, self-storage, raw land. I mean, and the list there's a laundry list of things that they do, and so you really can't serve all those masters. You really should just, in my opinion, kind of do one thing or do two things and do it to the best of your ability. And for us, it is buying mortgage notes. We have one side of our company. It's a hedge fund that buys distressed mortgage notes, where we connect with the homeowners and create loan modifications to help keep these homeowners in their homes with payments they can afford. And then we have another entity called Bequest Funds, which operates as a 506c Reg D income fund. And we buy performing mortgages into that income fund at yields of 11 to 13%. And we pay out our investors at annual preferred returns of 8 to 9%. And we make our payments on a monthly basis.
That's fantastic. That's really great.